Hi everyone. In this video, I'll be solving the math revision sheet for grade 7. In question number 1, it says, write down the coordinates of each shape. So here we have rectangle and we have triangle. Okay, let's start with the coordinates. First, let me say something. We have two axes, the x-axis, the horizontal one, and the y-axis, the vertical one. Now, when we say coordinates, means, for example, I need to find the coordinate of a point. It's written like this. We put two brackets. Inside it, there is x value and y value. Can we change them? No, it has to be in this order, x first and then y. So for the point A, if I need to solve it, first I need to check the x value of it. So again, this is the x line. This is the x-axis. So we go down, we check, what is it? It's -4. So you write here instead of x, you write -4. And then what's the y value? You go here, it's 3. I'll write them down again. Okay, but first, we need to understand that for the x-axis, the right side is positive, the left side is negative. However, for the y-axis, the upper side is positive, the lower side is negative. Now, let's go and start solving the points. Let me start with A again. So, point A is how we write it. There's no equal sign. So, the point A is, we said x is -4 and y is 3. That was point A. Now, for the point B, we go down, we check that x is 2. And then we go to the left to check that y is 3. Now we have the point C. We read the x value, which is 2. The y value, we go to the left, it's -1, because it's down. Now, the last point of the rectangle D, we read the x value, we go up a little bit, it's -4. And then to check the y value, we go to the right, which is -1. So this is the -4 and -1. So that was for the rectangle. You should write these answers in the rectangle part. Then I have the triangle. Let me continue here. So E, the point E, the x value for E, you go down, it's a 3. The y value, you go to the left, is 5. Then the point F, the x value of it is a 3. It's on 3. And then the y value, look at the point. If you go to the left, it's at 0. The point is not up and it's not down. It's on the x-axis, which means y is 0. Now, G, the x value is 6. The y value, as we said, since it's on the x-axis, the y value is 0. Now, question number 2. Write down the equations of A, B, C, and D. Now, for this question, we need to write the equation of each line. So this is the line A. So we have vertical line and horizontal lines. So those lines are so easy to write their equations. We check the line A. It's here. So we check that it's crossed the x-axis at 4. Which axis? X-axis. So we write x is equal to 4. So I will get that line. X equal to 4, we will get that line because any point of that line, the x value of it is 4. Then we check for B. B is a horizontal line. So it cuts the y-axis at 7. So y is equal to 7. Now the line C. Again, it cuts the y-axis between 2 and 3, which means 2.5. So we say that y is equal to 2.5 or 2.5. Now the line D, the last one, it cuts the x-axis at -1. So x equal to -1. So we have to mention, is it x or y, and then equal to, and then the value that we cross. Now question 3, it says, plot the graph of y equal to 3. Okay, y equal to 3 is so easy. It's similar to those. Y equal to 3, this is y, and this is a 3. So you make line like this. I need the line to cross the y-axis at 3. So this is y equal to 3. Let's continue here. Y equal to 3 and y equal to 2x minus 1 on the same axis. Okay. First, in this question, I need to make the x-axis and the y-axis. So let me use the line. Okay, now I use the squares. So at each square, I put a value. So 1 here, for example, 1 here. See, it's on the squares. Okay, that would be enough. Now for the y value, I'm following the lines of the squares. So the distance will be the same for all of them. Okay, now I will number them. So for the x value, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be enough. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Now, x to the left side, it's negative, -1, -2, -5. Now for the y value, when I go up, it's positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I need to go down, it will be negative, -1, -2, -3, -4. Now, we said drawing y equal to 3, it's so easy. Let's do it from now. So y equal to 3, this is the y-axis, and here is the 3. So here at that point, I should draw a line. So that green line is y equal to 3, and it's better if I write it actually. We should write the name of it. So I write y equal to 3. Now I need to make the other line. This one, y equal to 2x minus 1. So for that line, if I need to draw it, I need points. To get the points, I need a table. So we know that each point has x and y value. So I make a table like this. How many points we need? 3 points will be enough. Okay, now I need to find some x values. How can I get some x values? From where? From our mind. So I will choose the 3 different values, okay? Try to make them easy always. I'll choose just like 0, 1, 2. Okay, now what does that mean? We need to do substitution to find y. Now when x is 0, we put it here in the equation. So this is 2x. What does that mean? When I say 2x, it means 2 multiplied by x. So when I substitute x by 0, I should multiply. So we do 2 times 0 is 0, and then we have minus 1. So the answer is minus 1. So the first point is 0 minus 1. Let me put it directly on the graph. X is 0, y is minus 1. This is the first point. Now we continue. When x is 1, we put instead of x 1, so 2 times 1 is 2, minus 1 is 1. Then we put the second point, x is 1, y is 1, x 1, y 1, it's here. The last point, x is 2. 2 times 2, 4, minus 1, 3. So x is 2, y is 3. It's here. So now we got those 3 points. Now I can draw the line. So it should pass through all the points. And we can extend it. Something like this. Okay. Then, so now we have both lines, and it's better if I write the name as I said. So for that line, what is it? It's y equal to 2x minus 1. Now, when I go down, here there's a question. It says, write the coordinates at which they intersect. So here, the green line and the dark red line, they intersect at one point. Where is it? So they intersect here. So now the question down asked me to write the coordinates of this point. So, as we said, the coordinates in bracket, we start with x first. X is 2, and then y, which is 3. So this is the point of intersection. Okay, so here it's 2, 3. Now, next question, it says solve these equations. So solve means find the value of the variable. For example, here we need to find x. First of all, we check we have x on the left side and on the right side. So the first rule that we always say to solve the equation is put letters in one side, numbers on the other side. And always let the small one, so we have 2x and 8x. Let the small one go and visit the bigger one. So I'm taking 2x to the left side, and I'm taking 3 to the right side. You know that when we change from one side to another, we should change their sign. Now let me start from the left side. We have 8x. When I bring 2x to the left will be minus 2x is equal to, now on the right side I have 9, and then that 3 will go to the right, will be minus 3. Next thing we simplify, 8x minus 2x, 6x, 9 minus 3, 6. Now I need x to stay alone. We check what do I have next to it. I have 6, which as we said before, it's 6 times x. If I need to remove something, I should do the opposite. Here it's multiplied by 6, so I divide the whole equation by 6. So here I will have x, and we divide both sides. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. So this is the first solution. X is equal to 1. Now for the next part, B, we have a brackets. So we need to expand them. So we do the distribution property, we multiply like this. 4 times x and 4 times minus 1. Here, 2 times 4x, 2 times 8. Let me distribute them. 4 times x, 4x, 4 times minus 1 is minus 4 equal to 2 times 4x is 8x. 2 times 8, 16. Now it becomes similar to the part A. We put numbers on one side, variables on the other side. So this time 4x is smaller. Let me take it to the other side. So on the right side, I will have 8x. Then 4x will come here. We'll change the sign. Will be minus 4x. On the left side, I already have minus 4. And then that plus 16 will go to the left, will be minus 16. We simplify. 8x minus 4x is 4x. Then minus 4 minus 16. This will be, so they have the same sign, so we add them. 20. Take the sign of the bigger one, minus 20. Now x is not alone. I have 4x, so I need to divide it by 4, doing the opposite. Here I will have x equal to minus 20 divided by 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5, but here we have a minus, so x is minus 5. Now, last two parts. For part C, we put x over 2. Let me bring x over 4 to this side because x over 2 is bigger. Minus x over 4 equal to 1. This minus 1 will go to the right, plus 1. Now, we know that for the fractions, if I need to simplify them, if it is plus or minus, we must have the same denominators. So, that 2, I will multiply it by 2. So it can be 4, similar to that one. We multiplied the whole fraction by 2. So first, 2 times x will give me 2x. And then 2 times 2 in the denominator is 4 minus x over 4 equal to 1 plus 1 will give me 2. Now, how do I subtract them? I'm saying I have 2x minus x. Just name it as whatever you like so you understand it. Let's say 2 markers minus 1 marker. So the answer is you will have only 1 marker left. So we said that marker is x. So I have x over 4 equal 2. Now what does the fraction means? The fraction means division actually. So here it's x divided by 4. To remove it, we should do the opposite. Opposite of divide by 4, multiply by 4. So when I multiply by 4, I will have x equal to 2 times 4, 8. If you decided to check your solution, you go to the question and instead of x, you put 8. So we put here 8 and here we put 8. Let's try to solve it to check, is it correct? We have 8 over 2 minus 1 equal to 8 over 4 plus 1. Now 8 over 2, 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 minus 1, 3 equal to, let's check the right side. 8 divided by 4 is 2 plus 1, 3. Is 3 equal to 3? Yes, it's correct. Now the last part, D, we have 3 over 4, C. And then 1 over 4c, we bring it to this side, will be minus 1 over 4. C is equal to, on the right side, we have minus 3. And then that plus 1 will go there, will be minus 1. They have the same denominator, so we can simplify them. 3 minus 1 is 2. I have 2 over 4c is equal to Both of them, they have the same sign. 3 and 1 is 4. Sign of the biggest, minus 4. Now, I have 2 over 4c. I don't know if you remember, but in previous year, actually, we talked about how can we remove the fraction. We said something called we multiply by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 2 over 4 is multiply by 4 over 2. But for some of you, it might be hard. So I'll explain it step by step. First of all, we check here. C actually is multiplied by 2 and it's divided by 4, right? So it's a fraction. So let me get rid of the division first. We said that C is divided by 4. I do the opposite, multiply by 4. So when I multiply by 4, that 4 will be removed. I would have only 2c, because 2 times c is 2c, is equal to minus 4 times 4 minus 16. Now, next step, we check. What do I have next to c? I have times 2. How do I remove it? I do divided by 2. When I divide by 2, I will have 2c divided by 2 is c, minus 16 divided by 2 is minus 8. So this is how you can solve it step by step. We get rid of the division and then the multiplication. Question 5, it says, write the equation of each situation. It says only write the equation. We don't have to solve it. So here actually we are translating English to math. We need to write an equation. Okay, we start step by step. I think of a number. Which number it is, we don't know. So it's x. Multiply it by 7. X times 7 is 7x. And subtract 4. They continue, so they said subtract 4. This gives me the same answer. The same answer, which means equals. When I multiply the number by what? By 2. And add 6. So this is how we write the first equation. Let's go to part B. I think of a number. Can be x, y, z, whatever. Double it means times 2. So it's 2x. And subtract it from 9. Now here we need to stop. Subtract it from 9. So is my number subtracted from 9 or 9 subtracted from the number? It says subtract your number from 9. So 9 should be first. It should be 9 minus 2x. So I'm subtracting my number from the 9. Then this gives me the same answer as triple my number. Triple, this is after double, we have 3 times. Triple my number. Now, part C. I think of a number. Subtract by 2. Subtract it by 2. And multiply it by 5. Now, after it's subtracted by 2, it has to be multiplied by 5. Like the answer of my number minus 2 should be multiplied by 5. So I put them in a bracket, and I multiply by 5 outside. This gives me the same answer as when I take 7 from the number. I take 7 from the number and triple it in a bracket and triple it. So times 3. Now, last 2 questions. What is the length of each side in the isosceles triangle? When we say isosceles means we have two equal sides, this one and that one. How do I know that they are equal? We already have this dash here. So they need me to find the length of these sides. Not the variable x, no, they need to find the length. Okay, since they are equal, I can write the equation 5 minus 3x equal to 10 minus 8x. So these two sides are equal. As we said, we put letters in one side, numbers on the other side. Now, since this time, this equation, the variables x is negative. So this time we do the opposite. We move the bigger one. I will move this one to the left. When I move it, it will be positive. 8x. And then I have minus 3x here. This is equal to, on the right side, I have 10. Let's bring 5 to the right side, will be minus 5. Simplify. Sorry, this is not 35, this is 3x. Simplify 8x minus 3x, 5x, equal to 10 minus 5, 5. Now I need x to be alone, so I divide by 5. X equal to 1. Did we finish solving the question? No. It says find the length. Now I use x, which is equal to 1. I use it in the equation. So I do 5 minus 3 in a bracket 1, which means 3 times 1 is a 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. We do the second one, 10 minus 8 in bracket 1. So 10 minus 8 is 2. Yes, they have to be similar actually, because they are equal, isosceles. So the length of the side is 2. Last question. For each diagram, find the unknown, which means find the variable, by writing and solving an equation. They said here, the first shape, we have these 4 dashes, means these 4 sides are equal, which means this shape is a square. And the perimeter is given, 60 centimeter. What does mean perimeter? Means we add all the sides. We need to add all these sides. One of them is x plus 4. So I should do x plus 4 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 4. How many times? 4 times. But instead of repeating myself, you can do it like this actually. But for me, since all the sides are equal, I will multiply it by 4. So the addition of all the sides is equal to what? It's given in the question. It's equal to 60, because the perimeter is 60. Now we expand the bracket. 4 times x is 4x plus 4 times 4 is 16 equals 60. So we take 16 to the, this is 0. We take 16 to the right side. I will have 4x equal to 60 minus 16, 44. Now 4x equal to 44, we divide by 4. X is equal to 11. Okay, we found the value of the unknown. Now the perimeter for this rectangle, this is a rectangle, opposite sides are equal, is 32. We can multiply this one by 2, and we can multiply this one by 2. Since I multiplied the first one, here let me show you the other steps. Maybe some of the students, they don't need to multiply. We write all of them, 10 minus x plus, I write it again, 10 minus x. So now I did this side and I did this side, plus. Now this side, 3x plus 10. That side, plus 3x plus 10. And all of these together, they are equal to 32. Now let me simplify. I have 3x plus 3x, 6x, minus x, 5, minus x, 4. I have 4x plus 10 plus 10, 20, plus 10, 30, plus 10, 40, equal to 32. Let me take 40 to the other side, will be minus 40. 4x equal to 32 minus 40. Let me continue here. 4x is equal to 32 minus 40. The difference is 8, but the negative value is bigger. 40 is bigger, so it's minus 8. Now we have to divide by 4. X is equal to minus 2. Now, can x be negative? Yes, it can be. So x is minus 2. Okay, hope you understand the questions and the topics. Study hard and wish you the best of luck.